Hi, I'm Paul Hembekides, a senior from Westchester, Pennsylvania, and getting the chance to do the first video blog here with you. Obviously, a lot of you have gotten the chance to read my weekly blog up on the website, but we figured we'd try something new here. So I just like to recap the past week a little bit, talk a little bit about what's coming up and some of the exciting things that are going on here with Yellow Jacket baseball. Unfortunately, this past week for us has been a little bit shaky. We started off extremely well, so I guess a hiccup in our road was bound to happen at some point. But we've dropped 4 of our last 6, I believe, between our former conference rivals Notre Dame and Walsh. Yesterday, up at Walsh, actually, we got a lot of snow and the weather was pretty tough, and we dropped both to them. It was a little bit frustrating because we swept them here earlier in the season, and we felt like we're better than them. But you know, they've always played us tough in conference, and this year's no different. Like I mentioned earlier, this past weekend before Easter, we split with a longtime AMC rival Notre Dame. We went there for a couple games, split there, came back here and split here as well. And for the first time all season, really, we have had the chance to complain about our weather. For the most part, we've had a pretty good season. Starting down in Florida, the weather was great, obviously, and ever since we came back, we've had summer-like weather early in the spring for us. And generally, when we come up here, it's generally pretty cold. But I think at this point, we're 22-8, playing pretty well. Coaches implored us to keep our sticks going, and as long as we play our game and as long as we put pressure on our opponents, for the most part we don't lose. This upcoming week is going to be an exciting one for us. We play Friday and Saturday here at home, hopefully with good weather. I believe it's good weather on the forecast, and then Monday coming up, our big game, the 16th, at the Dayton Dragon Stadium, Fifth Third Field, against Ohio Christian, who is a good team this year. They played us close here in a home game earlier, and obviously that's always an exciting time to get a chance to go down to that field and play where professionals do. And this will be my last chance as a senior to be down there, and it's always a lot of fun. I think we're 2-1 in my first in the 3 years I've been here so far, and this year will be really exciting. I've heard from some people, they say that the ticket sales have been up. Looks like we'll get a good turnout, and we'll just have to cross our fingers with the weather as we always do. And once that Monday hits, then our season continues at a pretty rapid pace. We get Malone next week, and they're always a challenge for us. And then I feel like our schedule's pretty rapid fire the rest of the way. We only have, I believe, 24 days until graduating. Not like I'm counting, but it'll be an enjoyable last few weeks here. And then we're also looking forward to our postseason, which will be coming up soon. So that's where we're at right now. Just to talk a little bit about our senior class this year, this has been a special group. The 4 of us, Dan Petke, Nate Davenport, Alex Beelan, and myself have been together for 4 years now, playing here at Cedarville. And this year's been, I'd say, so far, our most enjoyable. I guess we won't know exactly how good we are and how well we will do until the very end. But this has been a really good experience to get a chance to play here at a school like this, with the competition level being a good one. And I can speak on behalf of the other 3 players, and that it's been a really good experience. With only about a month left of our careers, I guess you could say, although maybe a little longer for Nate, but we'll see about that one. It's going to be exciting to see how we can finish. We have really high aspirations this year. The NCCAA championship is something that we've strived to win every single year since I've been here, and we haven't always done that well in that tournament, and that's something that we feel like we can win. We've played good teams this year, we've beaten a lot of good teams this year, and I feel like this is the most talented bunch that we've had, and I know that the seniors agree. And the last thing we want to do is go off on a weak note. The most important thing for us, as coaches implored us to do, is to continue to get better as the season progresses. Our goal is to be playing our best baseball in May. So, while we did drop a few games here this past week, it's not going to be a disaster if come May we're playing our best ball and we can learn from these losses. Sometimes over the course of a long season like this, you have to lose first before you can win. And I feel like this year that might be the case with us. But we just got to continue to get better, continue to improve on a daily basis, and make sure that we stay healthy. And if that's the case, I'm sure that we'll be able to meet our goals. To all of you watching, thanks so much for tuning in every week to hear what I have to say, and we always appreciate your support coming out to the games, for you parents, for refreshing us in between games and after games. It's all appreciated, and we're looking forward to hopefully seeing a lot of you this Monday up at Fifth Third. So thanks again.